I'm Mark Zieberabak, a political columnist with the LA Times, which means I am allowed to have opinions and offer commentary on the news, which brings us to Robert Menendez, the indicted senior United States Senator from New Jersey. He was in federal court in Manhattan on Wednesday, where he pleaded not guilty to bribery charges. He was freed on $100,000 bail. He was told he can travel overseas, but only for official business. He has asked for and been granted the opportunity to speak in private with his fellow Democratic senators, frankly, trying to fight and hang on to his job. Just to take a few steps back, the senator who was indicted on federal charges in 2015, hung jury, went free as a result, has been indicted again, charged with bribery. I'm not a legal expert, and I'm not going to pretend to be one, but pretty damning, it would seem, evidence, gold bricks, Mercedes parked in his garage, bundles of cash, DNA evidence, all tracing him back, allegedly taking all that ill-gotten gain to benefit the government of Egypt and some New Jersey businessmen. Again, Robert Menendez says he is innocent. A lot of Democrats are not buying it. More than half of the Democratic caucus, his fellow senators, have called for him to resign, including most notably, Cory Booker, the junior senator, a fellow Democrat from New Jersey, has described Menendez as a friend, as a mentor. He says in a very respectful statement, nonetheless, time for him to go. Richard Durbin, Dick Durbin, Richard Durbin, if you prefer, the number two Democrat in the Senate, has also called for Robert Menendez to step aside. Chuck Schumer, the Democratic leader, has not given him some breathing room. Notably, neither has President Biden. It was my studied opinion, and here's where I get into the commentary part, that it's time for Menendez to go. He should step down. He is entitled, as is every American who faces criminal charges, to his day in court. He is, under our system, innocent until proven guilty. But this is not a criminal court. This is the court of public opinion. This is politics. The evidence, it seems, is overwhelming. It's damning. It's unseemly. And in my column, which ran earlier this week, I said it's time for Menendez to go. And I said it offers notable contrast. You had a lot of Democrats coming out, as I mentioned, more than half the Democrats in the Senate, House members like California's Adam Schiff, Barbara Boxer, the former U.S. Senator from California, Nancy Pelosi, all saying Menendez should step down. A notable contrast, which I drew in my column, with the way Republicans have responded. You have a presidential frontrunner, of course, former President Trump, facing 91 criminal charges. Republicans have been not just silent, many of them have been very enthusiastic, doubling down on support for President Biden. I think Democrats have, and this is not, I feel, a partisan observation, it simply is the way it should be, overwhelming evidence of wrongdoing. Time for Menendez to step aside. I think it would be a good and healthy thing if Republicans would take note and similarly hold former President Trump to account. For more developments on the Menendez case and other political goings-on, go to latimes.com.